principle that activates all beings is the same. We all breathe the same air, walk on the same earth, and are equally entitled to the enjoyment of the amenities which nature provides. The earth yields its rich gift to all alike. The differences between man and man, whatever creature comfort we enjoy, including the language, is gifted to us by society. So the difference between man and man on the material plane are in truth unnatural and improper. For the component parts and the composition of human beings, bodies, qualities inherent in them are not diverse and conflicting. If we look with the pure vision that belongs to an enlightened mind, we do not see any clear-cut line of demarcation that isolates man from man, one set of people from another, one nation from another. We are indeed parts of a stupendous whole. We are units that form the world community or family, so we can live and act as members of a world brotherhood or federation. So there is a beautiful slogan in Maha-Upanishad. Ayam nija paro vedi ganana laguchedasam udara charidanam tu vasudaiva kutumbam. Consideration like it is mine, he is another, occur only to narrow-minded people. To the broad-minded person, the whole world is a family. If you ask somebody in a capsule form to say what Hinduism stands for, in all the Shanti in all Shanti Mantras. So Papa's universal vision, he says, true religion or spirituality therefore signifies the linking of the individual soul with the cosmic soul. The soul does not belong to any caste, creed, race, nationality. Its nature is universal. Inherently, it is pure, enlightened, free, and peaceful. So whatever we do at the family level, at the professional level, social level, personal level, Papa expects us to have this in our mind. And for enabling us to get ourselves connected to this, he has given us Triune Path. Nam, Seva, Jnana. That's why we are chanting Ram. So Ramnam should ultimately lead us, take us from me to we, individual to universal. Same parents, different children are there. So similarly, for the same parent, God, children are different, that's all. Patients are different, manifold. That is why to know that, Papa used to say in one of his letters, the first and foremost thing is to go to our own source and to the source of the world. Anything that is there in the world. When we look at the tree, plants, look at a mosquito, look at an insect, look at a bird, animal, anyone. Origin. That alone will make us aware of this, that we are one family. When we know, suppose you go to suppose you don't know somebody and somebody talks to you, oh, that. Some common factor. Somebody not talking some other language, suppose he talks Kannada, they will immediately oh, you Kannada is Bhaktira. It's a common. The commonness immediately develops the infinity. So that is why Papa said you try to go to the source. The moment we try to go to our own source, suddenly we find this becomes relevant. Otherwise, how will we know we are one world family? Because our concept is father, mother, then family members. No? But if somebody says it may be a flowery word, nice word to read, no doubt. But how do we know that we are all one family? So he wants us to go back to our own soul. And the soul says, normally we feel we come from our parents. But later on we understand that they also have parents. They also have parents. So they can't be the first cause. There should be a primary cause, or what you call first cause, or uncaused cause. And when the intellect cannot get an answer, we go to Shastras. So in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, in 5 or 6 slokas, he says, I am the eternal seed. Bijam Mam Sarva Bhutana. Not only for human beings, Sarva Bhutana. I am the eternal seed. So placing our faith, we treat it. So God gave us this human body. So everybody starts going analyzing, they will know that unknown. Papa names it as a subtle and mysterious power. When he says Ram, Ram stands for subtle and mysterious power. The creative power, the intelligence, the awareness, that which binds us together, that gives life to everybody. And then our body, mind, intellect has been given to us based upon our baggage from the previous karma. That is also authenticated in Shastra. So now we know that the original parent is that. The rest of them are instrumental parents. So, and another way of looking at it, as he said, same air we breathe. It is not different. Kanyaga air and this air is not different. There also you need oxygen, we also need oxygen. There we have to purge out the excess of carbon dioxide, here also we have to purge out. We need water there, here. That water is also H2O, this water is also H2O. Earth, space, sun. Only the timing is different, because of the air. But without sun, so we try to slowly identify the common factors. Common parent, intellectual. And then the rest of the things slowly we understand. And then we look at ourselves. Whatever creature comforts that we are enjoying. I look at the vegetables, fruits, pulses. All same. The only thing is some fruits may be grown in some place, some pulses may be grown in some place, like that. So that is also common. And then we come to languages. Languages are also different types. Then we come to the creature comfort. Anything that we use, if you go to the origin, the person who discovered, invented, innovated, he did not specify the beneficiary. When there is no specs in the world, he made somebody to think about specs. And he did not specify only me and my family. Everything, there is chapter, there is the dress, there is the language. Brush, paste, soap, wash basin, commode. Just think. So everything we are using. And nobody is using. Automobile. Construction. But there was no construction. The civil construction. He prompted that uncast cause who gave us the life also prompted to bring out one by one, one by one, one by one. And he has been doing it. We people can understand, no? 50 years, 60 years back, what was the condition now? So we want everything fresh, new. So to cater his children, he is bringing out, he has been bringing out. So when everything is same, will that not enable us, facilitate us to go back to this Vasudeva Kudumbakam? Otherwise it becomes a lip level expression and we go back. And when we intellectually understand this, we need some discipline, no? Some sadhana, by which we are constantly reminded. Why? Right from our childhood, we have not been told so. Right from childhood, you are there, I am there. No? The me and mine is always there. So now an additional effort is made, to be made, to find this common factor, keep on. That will solve all our problems. The last line of Papa, therefore it signifies the linking of the individual soul with the cosmic soul. Unknowingly, unwittingly, we are all islands we ourselves. Not that we mean anything bad, but it has become the lifestyle. This is spirituality day to day life, applied spirituality. Whatever may we be doing under the banner of spirituality, like bhajan, nam, puja, temple worship, darshan of Mahatmas, visiting Tirthakshets, going through the Shastras, Vedic studies, all these things are to be, it should direct us to this. We should not get stuck with it. Just like when you took up medical studies, you are not, those periods are necessary, but now when you enter into the field of experience, you are open, no? With the basics in your hand. Every patient teaches you. So like that, those are all necessary, preliminaries. But when we actually deal with men and matters, we try to learn so many things. So here comes the relevance of Ramnam. Ramnam enables us to expand. It should enable us to expand. That is why Papa on 15th May 1931, at the time of inauguration of this ashram, he brought it out beautifully. That was on 15th May 1931. As requested by the assembled devotees and friends, Ramdas delivered a short speech. You all know Ramdas will Papa will never say I, Ramdas delivered a short speech. Briefly put, it ran as follows. It comes in the Vishnu God. Ramdas has the supreme delight to speak to you today a few words at the inauguration of this holy ashram. The ideal which the ashram holds before it is universal love and service, based upon the vision of divinity in all beings and creatures of the world. Universal love and service based on divinity, vision of the divinity. Here every man, a woman or child, to whichever denomination, creed, caste the person may belong, shall have free access. This is a place where every effort will be made to cultivate the spirit of mutual love and service, so that what is realized within its walls may prove as an example for the right conduct of human life in the outside world. The Lord is our help and guide in all matters. May He, with all His bounty, shower His blessings on the great service which this home of love and bliss has undertaken to discharge. The universal love and service based upon the vision of divinity. To have the vision of divinity, he has prescribed this Triune Path, Nam Sevadhyaya. So initially when we are asked to chant, we may not have this background. Everybody is chanting, we will also chant. Papa also encouraged. Somebody asked, concentration is a concentration, no concentration, chant. But later on he will say, mechanical, lip level, superficial chanting will not help. But first we have to habituate, no? So after we got stabilized and getting habituated to chanting, he introduces slowly the serious part. Remember, you are chanting the name of one who is within you, who is making you to chant. We may fail, we may forget, but we try to bring in the energy. Later on, we will slowly feel, if he is making me to chant, he is making me to see, he is making me to hear, he is making me to act, he is making me to think. Slowly we try. And he also introduces the word, life is the expression of Atman, for enabling us to know easily. The heart beats not because of us. Breathing goes on not because of us. The blood circulation from head to toe not because of us. Digestion not because of us. Hair grows not because of us. Suddenly we realize there is a power within, no? But for that power we don't exist. Normally we name it as life force. Because when the life departs from this body, all these things will not be there, no? So outwardly eye is there, ear is there, mouth is there, it will not function. So that is why he said life is the expression of Atman. Though seemingly two, they are one. So when he says you are chanting the name of one who is within you, who is making you to chant, now you slowly realize, because of the life force only we are chanting. Because of the life force only we are eating, we are talking, we are doing. Even for the mind and intellect to function, it should be there. So he is very much with there. At least for a try we understand, we forget. Regular Nama chanting with this perspective will slowly enable us to identify this common denominator. This is what he meant by vision of divinity. And in our normal language we say expansion from the individual to the universe. Me to we to him. So from me to me to me to we, me to we to we. This is Papa's philosophy. Here is the centenary of Papa's sannyas. The idea was not to celebrate anything. Puja Mataji wanted all of us to read 11 times this Inquest of God. We all did it once, but it was a mechanical chanting, mechanical reading. Later on Mataji said, after the 11th, I want all of you to go inward. You will start going inward, not otherwise you will see everything out. But only by going inward we can find the presence of it. With that background, an in-depth study was undertaken. And the concluding program was for 7-8 days in December, where we had Akandramna one side and Satsang. Every day we used to have some emotions. Then we come to know, on the day we remember, then we come to know that Inquest of God is not a narrative of a spiritual aspirant or a transition of an ordinary person to a saint. That was the instrumental process. But then when we go through that, it is a life manual. Whenever we are subjected to go through testing, trying moments, we get some guidance from that. the fundamental message he conveys is that to remain in samatva state, under any provocative circumstances, under any unfavorable circumstances, not losing our balance because it is God ordained. Every chapter gives some clues, becoming positive, not negative. Perseverance, patience, dedication, surrender, and equanimity, commitment, all these values come out. It was a small booklet was brought out. Stress to serenity. So the first chapter starts with stress. Ramdas was passing through a terrible period of terrible stress. Where is peace? Where is rest? That was the heart cry of Ramdas. This is the first line. The last line is 37th chapter. Ramdas now leads a serene life. Thinking about, talking about, meditating on. We are all living. Yeah. So first line says about stress. Last line says about serenity. So all of us go through all these things. So there are some clues from so many chapters. So a team of people were prompted to go with him. And they were able to unearth about 198 points from that. The small booklet was brought out. A good gathering, 700, 800 people. First time in the ashram. To stay for such a long time. Suppose you have not taken chocolate, hot chocolate, and I give you a glass of hot chocolate and ask you, how is it? How will you answer this?
It's nice.
Nice. Nice, that word comes from what? You have got some idea about nice, and you are unknowingly or knowingly connecting yourself with this experience. And if it tallies, you will say it is nice. Is it not? So whenever we want anything, we are being told by masters like Papa, when he spiritually evolved the soul, who has plumbed deep into it, that we are all basically, intrinsically, essentially, that fullness, happiness, joy. So whenever we find anything, we are unknowingly tallying with our original happiness. Always, always to be happy, always to be full is our original nature, which we don't know. So whenever we get anything, we try to tally and then feel, no, not up to the standard. That is why initially we put a target and strive for it. The moment you reach the target, you lose the charm. Up to that, yes. First you come here and try for studies. And suppose I come and ask you, what will make you full? I must get 90 plus. Okay, you got 90 plus. When I come to you, got 90 plus. I'm happy, but I should have a placement, Then after some time you get a placement and I come and you are happy. Yes, I got a placement. I should have family, food, partner. Then you are happy after some time. I should have a house with all genuine facilities. Should have children. Like that it goes on. Every time you hit the target, there is a comparison between your original nature and what you have externally got it. So that is why still the procession goes on. That is why we are here for happiness. Because happiness is our original nature. That is why we choose. The choosing of happiness comes. This may not be good, this will be good. When somebody says this is good, chocolate is good. Somebody says coffee is good. And after that, you crave for it, you go there, you buy everything and prepare for a second or a prize, you get something which you call it as happiness. Again it is lost. So that is why this is answered by all the spiritual scientists. There are two science, spiritual science and material science. They are the two sides of the same coin. Both are needed. Material science takes care of our outer welfare, standard of living. Spiritual science takes care of our inner riches, quality. So that is, however much may be the outer riches, the inner riches should okay it, Otherwise you are not satisfied. The spiritual science, both are needed. As an individual, you need both. Spirituality and the spiritual science and material science should go hand in hand.